I'm going to take about 5 minutes to describe SalesAdvizor, an app exchange app designed to help you make better decisions from your sales pipeline. It lets you get quick answers with no setup. It can work offline and refresh connected, highly collaborative, and it's not just preset dashboards. It can also load in data from your other systems such as revenue recognition and so forth. Let's take a look. The scenario we want to explore is there's 10 weeks left in the quarter. We want to see where we are, and as the VP, I'm going to Boston, and I want to pick the most highly leveraged accounts to visit. So here's a SalesForce.com report, pipeline by close month. It gives a good snapshot, but none of these reports are particularly good at letting you drill down and slice and dice across different dimensions. Let's look at SalesAdvizor. It presents the data in a 9-page dashboard. The first page is a list of opportunities with some filters and summary stats. Here we're looking at 7 owners of 558 opportunities, which total about $12 million with $2.5 million of expected revenue. And here's a list of all the opportunities sorted by probability from high to low. The next page is a report format. It rolls them up by month, and this can go up to quarter, year, or down to date, by owner, and by stage. The next page is a pictorial view of a deal size. The biggest one in this case is Centene, which is a $79,000 deal. It drops off quickly, so after about the top 10%, you're down at $30,000 deals in this range, and then it falls off here. I'm down at 20 at the median point, and there's an awful lot of smaller deals. The next page looks at expected revenue the same way. I have one large deal, an expected basis, which is MGM Mirage for $45,000, and then it falls off, and about the 10%, I'm down at $9,000, then the median, I'm down at about $3,700, and it falls off. The next page is timing and probability. So here we're looking at total amount by close quarter, and we're in this 2010 Q4. So if we're looking at this quarter, we can click this, which selects it. I can now get rid of everything else, and now I can drill down on the quarter to see the months. So I see that in this particular quarter, which I'm worried about with 10 weeks left to go, I've got 85% of my $9 million total revenue was in the last month, the December month. I also see down here, this is the amount by probability, that most of it is 25% or under. In fact, if I select that with the mouse, 8.4 million of my 9, or that's like 90%, is 25% and under. And additionally, this bubble chart is showing me where it is from a time basis. So these are the probability. These are the deals I've selected, the 0 to 25%, and this is how long they've been in the pipeline. There's an awful lot of them that have been out here 15 or more months. Like here's one, is Zion's Bank Corp. Amy Bell's got it. It's $64,000. It's been in the pipeline 21 months, and it's only at a 10% probability. So I'm a little bit worried right now, and probably would want to explore this more fully. But we're going to Boston, so let's look at the next question. So this is all the deals for the quarter. The next page is opportunity attributes, existing business, industry, lead source, Massachusetts. So Massachusetts has 1.6 million of my revenue for this quarter. Let's click it, get rid of everything else, drill down on it. Well, let's grab Boston. We also want to grab, I guess, Waltham's around Boston, Bedford, Cambridge. So I've grabbed the deals in the Boston metro area for this quarter. There's 4 accounts, 59 deals, total 1.2 million, 220,000 of expected value. Let's look at the other page again, timing and probability. Well, good news is there's a couple out here, and this is a good size one because it's big. Comcast is been in the pipeline 28 months, but it's getting ready to close. Creighton as well. There's some down here that are been stuck for a while. For my trip, let's just grab, we'll just take the mouse and we'll circle maybe the deals that are in this quadrant and maybe grab this one. We'll skip the lower probability and the delayed ones. That gives me a list of 35 deals with $619,000 of value. Here's the list of them. I can go back to my first page. Here's the details on them. Let's select these, right-click, export them to my desktop. I want to give this to my AA to set up for my upcoming trip, and here they all are out of Advisor into Excel. And the last thing I want to look at is, let's bring the data back, is there's some work I can do looking at my my reps. So there's a page here on Opportunity Owner Portfolio. And what this is showing, it's a quick pictorial. You'd like people to have big green areas. Like Sally Lott has 3.6 million. She's leading the pack. She's also green, which means her average probability for her deals, the mouse up shows 27%. That's really good. Brenda Stone, on the other hand, is down here with only 322,000, and her average probability is 15.36%. So she's having some problems. I can click her, go back to the timing and probability, and see that none of her deals are progressing. In fact, a number of them are delayed, early stage deals. If I contrast that with Sally Lott, I see that she's got a much better portfolio mix, although she also has some that have delayed. I might want to select her delayed deals at these lower probabilities, and there's a list of 26 of them. So when I sit down with her, I probably want to say things are going pretty well, but what's up with PG&E, FedEx, Emerson Electric? Some of these deals have just been stuck for a while and not moving the way your others are. Let's talk about them. So in summary, in just a few minutes here, I've gotten a feel for my pipeline for the fourth quarter. I've identified a set of target accounts for my upcoming trip to Boston, and I've drilled in on a couple of my sales reps and identified some work areas for them, which I can highlight with them. These are the kinds of things you could do with SalesAdvizor, which is aimed at discovery and analysis, that are really hard to do with SalesForce.com, which is just not set up to do this kind of work. Thank you very much for your time and attention.